Today's video is going to focus around posture and why there's no such thing as good or bad posture. So before we get into the video, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. If this video helps you out as well, don't forget to share it and like it. And let me know in the comments below how you found this exercises. If there's any questions you've got, I'm very happy to answer all of them. Right, let's get into it then. Posture is one of these things that we're taught as kids. Sit up straight by your mum or dad, make sure you're not slouching too much and making sure you've got that good nice upright posture. But actually there's not a lot of research around posture and pain and what postures cause what pain, and there's not lots of links. So when we look at things like shoulder pain, there aren't specific links to specific postures that cause specific shoulder pain, and the same with lower back pain. It's more around lifestyle and not being able to change your posture. So that's a really big important take-home message from this. You have to be able to change your posture. If you can't change your posture, that's where there are problems. So if you are sat in a slumped position for long periods of time, then that's going to cause you problems if you don't move out of that position for long periods of time. Same as if you're in an upright position all the time. If you're holding that position and not moving out of it, you're still going to end up with the same problems. But if you're upright and you can't actually get into a slouch position, that will cause you problems. Same as if you're slouched, if you can't get into an upright position, that will cause you problems. So we're going to go through some exercises that will help you move around, give you some mobility drills. These are generally considered spinal exercises, but these can be great just to break up your time at a desk-based scenario. So the idea of all these exercises is to get you a bit more mobile. So they're not core strengthening exercises or any strengthening. In fact, the idea of these is to get you moving as much as you can. So stay relaxed throughout all the exercises. Make sure you're not trying to stop any movement. Allow as much movement as you can without moving into anything that is painful. So if it causes you sharp shooting, stabbing sensations or your pain, just reduce down the range of motion or do half the exercises. So with the last exercise, we're going to look at heel slides and arms overhead. So you might want to separate them up into two separate movements. With the knee rolls that we're going to do first, then you might want to separate up the arms and just do the knees that I show you right at the beginning. And again, working in your range of motion is really important to start getting used to moving into different positions. So the first exercise we're going to run through is probably one of my favorites. It's a knee roll exercise. Just gets your back gently rotating. We might also have some interruptions from Elsa, who's a little sausage dog who might be floating around during this class. So apologies if she gets in the way. It's like she heard her name or something. So let's get going with some knee rolls first. So laying on your back, knees bent up, feet flat on the floor, gently rolling your knees left to right. Hopefully the puppy moves out of the way. Good girl. Gently rolling those knees. This is a really nice one to mobilise your lower back. As you rotate in each direction, just going to open up that lower back into your hips. If you're tight through your glutes, you might well feel like your glutes are doing a little bit of the work as well. So really good exercise for mobilising middle and lower back into a gentle bit of rotation. You're just doing this for a couple of minutes. If you've been sat at your desk for a long period of time, really good thing to be looking at doing. If that's nice and comfortable and you want to make it a little bit more interesting, you can add the arms into the situation. So as the arms go right, knees go left, and then we go into vice versa as well. So this is a really nice way just to increase that rotation through middle and upper portion of the back as you rotate in each direction. Again, this one might feel a bit of a stretch through your chest and through that upper part of your body. So next up we've got the cat stretch. The cat stretch is a great exercise for full back mobility. Really good one to introduce into your warm-ups before you're doing exercises, or again, as we've talked about a lot during this video, if you're stationary at a desk, good to get out of that stationary position as well. So onto your hands and knees in one direction, tuck your tailbone under, chin towards your chest, really reaching that rib cage up towards the ceiling. Then in the other direction, sticking your tailbone out behind you, lifting head, neck and shoulders as much as you can, getting a good stretch through your abdomen, lifting head nice and high, and then gently working through your range of motion. Again, working into some extension through that lumbar spine, and then into some flexion. In fact, through the whole back, which is one of the reasons I love this exercise. Gets your whole back moving all the way through. Open up your abdomen when you're looking up, and then opening up your back as you tuck that chin in, tailbone under, ribs towards the ceiling. So cat, camel, cat stretch, lovely exercise to get that back moving as a bit of a warm-up. So another lovely exercise that's great for some rotation and certainly some thoracic rotation is threading the needle. So again, we're going to be in that same position on your hands and knees, and we're going to rotate right hand between left wrist and left knee, reaching all the way through as far as we can, coming back up to the middle, and then doing the same in the other direction. So again, really big reach through, pausing, and then coming back up. Alternating sides, going as low as you can in each direction. You can bend that supporting arm, really reach down as much as you can. If you struggle on your wrists, very welcome to go onto your knuckles. Certainly for me, my left wrist is a little bit on the dodgy side, got some arthritis in there, so we're just reaching through, supporting your weight as far as you can. So that's really focused on that thoracic spine. You can also add in a little bit of flexion as well, which is quite a nice one to do. So right hand to left ankle on the outside, keeping your bum up to flex and rotate simultaneously. So again, a lovely way to get that back moving and to just change your position. And that's what it's all about. It's just changing our position from what we're comfortable with and what we're used to give you some variability and the ability to change your position. Alternating sides. So next up, we're going to look at arms overhead with simultaneous heel slides. Lovely thing about this exercise is we get a full elongation all the way through the body. So again, if we've been in that slumped over position, we're now going to extend through. So again, a great one if you've been sat at the desk for a long period of time recently. Starting with your knees bent up, feet flat on the floor, fingers interlaced, reaching straight arms all the way over your head, simultaneously sliding your heel from your tailbone, reaching as far as you can, pausing, and then returning your hand back to your tummy. This time we're going to repeat on the other side. Try not to flash your belly too much. If you can comfortably get to the floor, try reaching your hands away from your head towards the wall behind you. In my case, the step. In your case, if you're doing this inside, then reaching to your skirting board with the heel of your foot and your hands away from your head. Really open up through that whole body, allowing the back to move as we go through. Alternating sides, reaching as far as we can all the way through. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Lovely group of exercises that will help you move around, get you to change your position and change your posture, and make sure you have the ability to move out of that set position. And that's what we need to take home as a vital message. There's no good or bad posture. There's nothing that's going to fix you from those good or bad postures. The thing that we want to make sure that you can do is change your posture. If you found that useful, let me know in the comments below. Again, subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you again in the next video, ladies and gents.